Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Ali. My name is Nursyahira binti Mohd Ali, matric number 279536. Today I'm going to present about my internship journey at Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd, Tanjung Lasai. Without further ado, I will start my presentation with the background of the organization. Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd was established on 31st May 1982, marking 42 years since its involvement in the oil and gas industry. Specializing in engineering services, in the 1980s, Dynamic Energy diversified its portfolio to encompass pivotal sectors including oil and gas, chemical, fertilizers, marine construction, and telecommunication. Since 1989, HVAC technology has been pivotal in its roles spanning design, manufacturing, installation, equipment deployment, and adherence to stringent industry standard and safety protocol. Dynamic Energy has continually reinforced its market position with its expertise and estimate reputation to spearhead sustained growth and innovation within the dynamic oil and gas sector. Next is vision, mission, and objective. The mission of Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd is to become one of the world's leading and most trusted manufacturers and service provider of HVAC system for oil and gas industry. Mission is to expand our operation by consistently meeting customer expectation, legal regulation, and health and safety requirements through effective implementation and continual improvement of our processes. Lastly is their objective to provide the best services and solutions to the customer. Second, clear understanding of the customer's need and requirement. Lastly is offer a win-win situation for the customer in limiting unnecessary costs by continuously improving our system, products, and services. Organizational structure. The finance department is divided into two sections. The first one is account and second is payroll. They play a crucial role in the organization, serving as the backbone for financial health and operational efficiency. A finance department's key responsibilities and roles are to provide clear and accurate financial statements to stakeholders, including balance sheet, income statements, and cash flow statements. Next is analysis of the financial aspect. First one is profitability ratio. Profitability ratio is a ratio that measures a company's ability to generate profit in relation to revenue, asset, and shareholders' equity to achieve an acceptable rate of return. This ratio provides an insight into the company's financial performance by measuring how efficiently it generates profit from its resources. ROE, return of asset, is a ratio that relates to the costs and expenses of a business entity. This ratio represents how profitable the company is in relation to its total asset and determines the company in using its asset to generate profit efficiently. It shows the capability of the management of a company to convert its asset into net earnings. The higher value of this ratio indicates the higher capability of the firm. From the data and trend graph above, we can conclude that Dynamic Energy's ROA is increasing year by year, which is in 2021 is 0.09, increasing to 0.05 in 2022, and continues to increase to 0.01 in 2023. This shows that rise in ROA was caused by stable profit of sales. The increase in ROA indicates that Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd is increasingly effective in managing assets to generate profit. Recommendation solution of financial analysis ratio. According to the data of the company's return on asset ratio, the ratio has increased from 0.09 to 0.21. This shows that the company's finances are in good condition. The recommendation for the company is to maintain the stability of the profit obtained and manage assets effectively to maintain profit and generate more return for shareholders by emphasizing operational efficiency and investigating in innovative products that can increase company revenue. Liquidity ratio is a type of financial statistic used to assess a company's capacity to meet debt commitments on time. The liquidity ratio is important because creditors and investors will make their assessment of companies that have a liquidity ratio higher than 1.0. A strong liquidity ratio increases the company's chance to being authorized of financing. Current ratio. The current ratio measures if a company's current assets are sufficient to cover its current liabilities. In 2021, the value of the current ratio is 2.28. Meanwhile, the current ratio declined to 1.71 in 2022. However, in 2023, the value of current ratio slightly increased to 1.99. Based on the calculation analysis, this year have a good current ratio, which is more than 1. Shows the Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd has sufficient short-term liquidity. This makes it more efficient in 2021 than in 2023 and 2022. The higher the ratio is, the more capable of company is to pay off their debts. From my observation, the current ratio for Dana Energy Sdn Bhd is already in good condition. Therefore, the way to maintain the stability of the current ratio is to increase the company's net income and ensure that Dana Energy Sdn Bhd paid on time. Recommendation, solution of financial analysis ratio, liquidity analysis. According to the data, each ratio in 2021 is high. The current ratio is a liquidity indicator that can be used to analyze Dana Energy Sdn Bhd's capacity to meet its short-term obligations. It shows a decrease in 2022 and increase in 2023. Although all ratios are greater than 1, having a current ratio greater than 1 ensures that Dana Energy Sdn Bhd's current assets are sufficient to cover or pay its current obligation. Leverage ratio is one of the several financial measures that assess a company's ability to meet its financial obligations. Leverage ratio can also be used to measure a company's mix of operation expenses to get an idea on how changes in output will affect operating income. Debt to asset ratio. The ratio indicates the proportion of asset financed with debt. A higher value of this ratio indicates that the company is involved in riskier business. However, based on the value above, we can see that all the 3 years have a total debt ratio below 1, which is 0.44 in 2021 and slightly increased in 2022, which is 0.6 but decreased again in 2023 to 0.51. Generally speaking, the year 2021 is better than 2022 and 2023 because it has a lower debt to asset ratio. This is because a value less than 1 means the company, Dana Energy Sdn Bhd, owns more asset than liability and can meet its obligation by selling their asset if needed. Recommendation, solution of financial analysis ratio. Based on the leverage ratio analysis, the recommendation for Dana Energy Sdn Bhd is to maintain a strategy that leads to good performance, which contributes to a healthier balance between debt and equity. This is because, according to the debt to asset ratio data, the company exhibited positive performance between 2022 and 2023 when the ratio decreased from 0.6 to 0.51. It can be said that the company used its assets, which reduced the possibility of bankruptcy during economic downturn. Summary of the scope of work. The first one is data entry into Microsoft Excel and AutoCount accounting system. During my internship at Dana Energy Sdn Bhd, one of my key tasks was data entry for account documents into Microsoft Excel and the AutoCount accounting system. I learned the basic of use AutoCount, which is crucial for the company's accounting processes. For this task, I had to enter purchase invoice (PI) data into AutoCount before generating payment voucher (PV) through Excel. Additionally, I was taught how to input data from other documents such as letter of credit (LC), multi-currency trade loans (MCTL), and banker acceptance (BA) into Excel for record keeping. Each of these documents contains specific data that must be identified before entry into Excel. I also learned to recognize different project names such as Hashback Kasawari, DEG Backsafe2, and VLab, represented by project codes like HV107 and DEG008. Understanding these project codes facilitated my task execution. Moreover, I learned how to create payment listing in Excel for complete PV document. Once a PV document was finalized, it was handed to me for digital record keeping in Excel. The listings were organized by date and sorting according to the project names. I had to ensure that the data matched the project codes and invoice number with the corresponding payment amount. Second is preparing payment voucher (PV). PV are used in accounting and finance to record and authorize the disbursement of funds from an organization to other parties. Their main purpose is to provide a clear and detailed record of financial transactions, ensuring accuracy, transparency, and accountability in the payment process. This documentation is crucial for maintaining accurate financial records and complying with accounting and auditing standards. Additionally, PV are used for authorization and approval. They are often part of an internal control system to ensure payments are made only for legitimate and authorized expenses. Before a payment is made, PVs typically require approval from authorized personnel such as senior manager or supervisors to prevent unauthorized and fraudulent disbursement. Problems occur during the practicum. One of the more challenging aspects of data entry was reconciling knock-off, invoice, or debit notes. These tasks require memorizing and executing numerous steps using the AutoCount accounting system. Complete payment voucher (PV) transaction needed to be recorded under the AP account payable payment section in AutoCount to reconcile and to store digital information. The primary purpose of this reconciliation was to ensure the data was digitally archived in AutoCAD as evidence of complete transaction. Another challenge I faced during the practicum was multitasking in order to complete several tasks effectively. This is because one of my responsibilities involved handling a lot of different tasks from the supervisor. Sometimes I encounter a scenario whereby I am being asked for something simultaneously by the supervisor and other staff. Most of the tasks assigned to me are ad hoc in nature, whereby completion must occur within a limited time frame. How the problem was solved? The problem I tried to deal with the challenge faced during my practicum as an account intern was to demand high dedication and accuracy. I had to quickly learn these new technical skills, such as using the AutoCAD accounting system, which I had never encountered during my university studies. This required a deep focus to learn in a short time and understanding the function of the software, as well as careful attention to detail during data entry to avoid errors. I also practiced a diligent attitude of asking other staff if there is a step I forgot when entering data in the AutoCAD accounting system. Additionally, I was able to refine my Microsoft Excel skills, as nearly all accounting documents require Excel for digital information storage. An alternative approach to dealing with my challenge is to multitask at once and persevere in my efforts to complete the task. As a result, what I learned from this experience, if I'm having difficulty with tasks, I will always seek help from others to make sure I can complete it. I admit that it is quite challenging to manage a new task that we have never done before, but I am proud of myself for not giving up and giving myself the opportunity to improve my work and abilities. Next is SWOT analysis. For strength is established reputation. First is trust and reliability. Over 42 years, Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd has built a strong reputation in the oil and gas industry. The long history of how this company was established and maintained over the years in this sector has shown the stability and reliability of the company to the outside world. Companies, suppliers, and stakeholders trust that Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd is able to complete projects on time and maintain high safety standards. The second is brand recognition. Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd's history and positive track record have created strong brand recognition. This made it easier to retain customers in addition to being able to attract the best employee talent who are looking for new job opportunities with stable and reputable employers. Last but not least is customer loyalty. A strong reputation that a company has is able to foster strong customer loyalty. This means that customers are more likely to return for repeat business and recommend the services and products offered by Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd to others. This action can indirectly help attract new customers who value proven quality and reliability. For weakness is over-reliance on traditional payment method. Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd still relies much on traditional method of processing suppliers' payment, especially using checks. This might cause considerable delays in processing of payment and thus affect the cash flow, besides straining the relationship with suppliers. Sometimes delay in the issuance of depositing of checks can impact operational efficiency and also lead to dispute with supplier over delayed payment. For opportunity is global market penetration. Expand operation into international markets beyond current geography reach. This strategic move can diversify the company's revenue sources, reduce dependence on local markets, and potentially increase overall market shares. This expansion can mitigate risks associated with regional economic fluctuation and reach new customer bases. For example, establishing new distribution channels in foreign market, adapting products and services to meet international standard and regulatory requirement, and forming local partnership to facilitate market entry and increase culture adaptability. For trade is competitive pressure. The oil and gas sector faces fierce competitive for both local and global players. This competitive landscape puts significant pressure on price, profit margins, and even market share. Therefore, to have better competitiveness in this market, Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd needs to innovate and improve their cost efficiency continuously. For example, their competitors may develop more effective technologies, implement aggressive pricing strategies, and leverage stronger supplier relationships. This action can indirectly challenge Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd positions in the market. Therefore, to survive longer in the oil and gas sector, they need to proactive approach to remain competitive and maintain customer loyalty. Last two is recommendation. The suggestion is that to improve their operational, Dynamic Energy Sdn Bhd should focus on increasing the use of digital and diversified payment methods instead of using check only. By investing in digital technologies such as ERP systems, data analytics, and AI solutions, companies can automate routine tasks, improve data accuracy, and make real-time decisions. This will streamline operations, reduce costs, and increase business agility. Furthermore, using digital platform, online banking, and electronic fund transfer (EFT) can expedite transaction processing, enhance cash flow management, and fortify ties between buyers and sellers. By implementing this change, it will not only reduce the administration burden but also minimize payment delays. Therefore, to realize this objective, Dana Energy Sdn Bhd will need to commit resources to setting up IT infrastructure, forming alliance with technology firm and financial institution, and providing regular training to staff and suppliers so they can upgrade their skills in tandem with the evolution of digital platform. The last one is conclusion. My 4 months internship was a unique and valuable journey that offered me a different perspective on the world of finance and accounting that I might not have encountered during my university studies. I had a great and memorable time during my period as an internship student at Energy Sdn Bhd. This experience has reinforced the idea that interdisciplinary skills and insight can be a great benefit to any field of work. During my internship, I gained a lot of knowledge and experience that I did not get at another place. I can say that the opportunity I got during the internship gave me the chance to learn more about myself, especially my strengths and weaknesses. From there, I also started to learn how to plan my career in the industry and develop my understanding of organization in real life. Apart from that, I also had the opportunity to observe and participate in various financial and accounting processes, gaining new knowledge and practical skills in this field. I greatly appreciate the patience and guidance from my staff and colleagues who helped me to navigate the complex of financial reporting, budgeting, and analysis. I extend my deepest appreciation to Dana Energy Sdn Bhd for this opportunity and trust given to me to delve into the field of accounting within the company. Their continuous support and guidance throughout the 4 months internship have helped me to become a better prepared student to face challenges in this working world. That's all from me. Thank you.